Don doesn't come across as your normal architect. I don't think he owns a tie, has a closet full of Hawaiian shirts, and doesn't matter what season it is, he's probably going to be wearing one.
He designed his life around family and used his skills to help plan for a better community. We know this Sir Award winner is not your typical architect. The California native grew up in Rio Linda, enjoying the Delta River life. He swept floors for his father, bagged groceries at the local store, and enjoyed the outdoors.
Don Mackey is the epitome of the Sir Award: skill, integrity, and responsibility.
He's an exceptionally skilled architect. He really is good at his craft. He's great at, he knows the codes.
If you had a problem, specifically with an agency, building permit wise or whatever it might, and they would come back with a question before they were issuing a permit, Don would get to it immediately.
You know, being on the planning commission is really a difficult job because, you're in the middle of the city on one side and the developer on the other side, and you're trying to make good decisions for both.
Don, being an architect, really looked at the practical aspect of those projects, plus the aesthetics of those projects.
He took his knowledge and his profession and, as a volunteer, helped the city grow and made sure we grew in the right direction.
After high school and community college, drafting and surveying and engineering jobs for the Sacramento Municipal Utility District led to his pursuit of an architecture degree at the University of Oregon. In the meantime, he married the love of his life, Vicki, in 1965. Don supported his young family in Oregon as a laborer, carpenter, cabinet maker, and job site gopher. The focus on his children, Wayne and Sarah, was what helped define Don Mackey.
Architecture to him isn't successful unless it actually gets built. And he doesn't want to come up with some design that's not going to meet someone's budget. He's all about working with a client to find something that's functional for them, that really meets their budget.
His architecture firm opened in 1981, focusing on the client and contractor partners to get the job right, get the building built and used.
He was noted for his frankness. If he saw something he didn't like, his main phrase was, "That project looks like crap."
He shared his expertise as a valuable member of the Sparks Planning Commission as the city experienced unprecedented growth.
Actually, his work on the Planning Commission, I think, was probably the most beneficial to the city and really to our industry, because a lot of times when a contractor has a project before the Planning Commission, there isn't necessarily the expertise there, and Don brought that element to the table.
You know, Don was, I think, a visionary and could see into the future. He wanted projects that would last for time and that would make sense, that would make our city look very inviting and beautiful for other people to want to move here. So it's very simple to just approve a project and turns out to be a piece of garbage, but Don was very instrumental in not letting that happen.
He's a person that had great morals, and he wanted to do things right. Well, how do you do things right? You get involved.
His plans are complete. He knows the codes. He's there to help if there's an issue when you go to build.
Well, as a contractor, you know that when you open a set of plans and it says Don Mackey Architect on it, that you're going to have a good set of plans, you're going to have a good group of consultants, and it's going to be a very workable project.
One, he's a really hard worker. Two, he's exceptionally fair. I don't think the man has ever billed for the actual hours he puts into a project.
We had a common client, and they ripped me up a bad one, and Don backed away from his contract with the owner, said he didn't want any part of it because he didn't do business that way.
He doesn't care about having an award hanging on his wall. Of course, everybody wants that, but that's not his main focus. His main focus is the client, and if the client is happy, that's his award.
A commitment to family and the responsibility and integrity to clients and community. Don Mackey, the SIR Award.